Morning. Live from McDonald's. So, charging my phone. Happy Saturday. Just waiting for a few people to come in, maybe. Anybody will come in? Hello, good morning. Who is it? Say good morning. I hope your day is great and beautiful, and even though the smoke is in the sky, I hope it's sunny for you. Actually, it's supposed to thunderstorm here today. Oh, I'm gonna get like... I always forget about the music. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I might take it down then. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, good morning, Sapphire. How are you? Are you still out on the road? What state are you in? Did you get that thing changed over? You wanted to change the link or something. Good morning, everyone. Just waiting for a few people to come in. Oh, it tastes terrible. I just have a really sensitive taste for those sugars. Oh, why can't you? I forgot about that. Yeah, you were saying you were trying to go live this morning. Why can't you go live? Maybe I could help you. Kentucky. Oh, wow. Hey, AJ. Oh, wow. Nice to see you, AJ. Thank you for coming in. All right. Well, now you got the blue wrench, so... I like to let everybody network, you know. Is that... Oh, yeah. That's what... There's ways around that, though. You can go live and then post it over to your channel. Or you can go to... Help me out, AJ. You probably know. Or anybody that's monetized in here. Can you tell me what those live stream hosting apps are? God, I can't think of them because I have never used them. But you can use like a third-party app to go live on YouTube. Before you have enough followers, you can use this other application. There you go, StreamYards. Yes, that's one of them. And then there's other ones as well. But if you pull up StreamYards like in your apps or something, there probably is going to be another few suggestions. So give that a try. And then you can try to go live that way. And they have other features too that you can use. And it's probably got like, it might be a fee sometimes, or you could probably use the free version, you know, kind of things like that. So I'm drinking this terrible corn syrup, fake liquid sugar, fake caramel syrup flavor. Blah. Anyway, I'm just sitting in here charging my phone because my car, which is that car there. Yes, I'm now in a car. What a fiasco. That doesn't have headlights, horn. None of my vehicles have horns. I don't understand why. Anyway, it doesn't have the lighter to stick your plug in for power. And I think that's it so far. So I'm going over to where I bought it from this morning, and they're going to help me with that. So wish me luck. Just an update, I still do not have a title. Trying to figure out how to do it in Vermont. I just still don't know who the previous owner is, so I'm gonna work on that today. I got a gas pedal on that from my daughter. She is wanting me to, you know, get a move on with that and try to figure that out now that I have a car. And you know, kind of leaned on her a little bit for driveway space, I guess. But I'm trying to like help them too with rides and have a vehicle available. I guess, you know, it's not a big deal to them. They're usually, I guess, using Ubers or other people for rides. So that takes a load off my mind. Now I don't have to worry about the gas or the expenses or, you know, but I do have to find a parking spot, which I think I can find one. My friend sent me one where it's a parking lot or a parking, some kind of parking space that I could park in for $50 a month. Yay! So that might be something. These are things that I have leads on that I have to try to figure out today. Also, I'm going back to. Oops, sorry. I'm also going back to see what's up if I need lamps, fuses, or what's working in there. I just want to get a handle on that because last night I tried to drive out and my daughter wanted some alone time at her home because she didn't have the kids last night. And so her and her boyfriend had the house to themselves, so that was nice. And so I was trying to drive around at night. I was actually trying to go find some music. Aw, thank you. I just put a little blue in it, so it came out a little purple here, but let's see. Yeah, thank you, AJ. Anyway, yeah, I do have a car now. It's legal. It's registered. I'm so happy about that. Like, this is a big blessing, huge blessing. But I also had to take out yet another loan. So I'm still $7,500 in debt. And I have the car, but it doesn't give me a place to live. I have the van, but it doesn't have a title. And I keep trying to get a hold of the person that sold it to me, but they will not return my calls anymore. My daughter's tried, my sister's tried. Nice. What's your favorite, Sapphire? What's your favorite hair color? I love the purple, of course. Purple. Oh, and I am getting judged big time over here because I wear tie-dye and have purple hair. I don't know, everybody like looks at me weird. So I have to tell you about this. I took a huge fall the other day. I've been really freaking hurting bad. Yeah, purple is fun. Oh, my knee is starting to look more like the other one, but wow, it's really painful still. It's still swollen, but it was up to here the other day. On Tuesday night, I had a fall at the Sheets. It's a gas station. So what happened was I stepped off the curb. I was crossing the street and hopped up on the sidewalk, stepped onto the, tried to go into the Sheets to buy something, you know. Stepped off the curb onto their parking lot, which was a yellow, part of it was a yellow parking line that I stepped on. And I went immediately, I was down, on my knee, on my hip, on my back of my shoulder here, and my neck is all jacked. Anyway, I'm really hurt. I really got hurt. I went in to tell the store clerk, and he just laughed at me. And it was just nobody was helping me to get up, and I really couldn't stand up. I don't know. I don't know if I'm old, getting old or if just weaker. I don't know, but I was trying to stand up and I really took a good spill. I mean, before I could blink, I was on the ground and my knee took the brunt of the whole fall. And then, of course, so I didn't face plant. I guess my body twisted. I turned twisted, like, you know how it's just an instinct, like when somebody goes to like splash something in your eye and your eyes automatically blink. It's just like that. That fast, I hit my knee and I turned and twisted and I fell on my right hip and shoulder, the back of my shoulder. So I've really been feeling that. I went into the sheets and I was trying to get something for my friend and I because I was supposed to go to their place. Mike and Leah came to visit, so I was going over there to hang out with them. So I got something to drink and put it up on the counter, and I was waiting for the guy to be done with all the other customers to talk to him. Well, I put my purchase up there, and he said, "How are you tonight?" And I said, "Actually, I'm terrible. I just took a really hard fall in your parking lot." And I was visibly in excruciating pain. I had the grimace on my face, and I had my pant leg up, and I was hobbling, limping. And I said to the guy behind the counter, "Do you have a manager I can talk to?" And he said, "That'll be 10:59, please." And I said, "Do you have a manager here to file a report?" And he just went like that to me. And I said, "Oh, I guess you just want the money?" So I put the card in the reader and paid for my drink and then stashed it up under my arm because I thought I was going to drop it. I was really that feebly and I was trembling. My jaw was shaking. Like I probably was in some kind of like little bit of a, what do you call that? When your body goes into a little bit of shock or something. And so I was walking out and I said, "I guess you don't give a crap what happened." And like when I went down, everybody was pumping gas and they were just looking over at me like, I don't know, am I some kind of freak or something? Like, am I not human? Like, what is that about? And so I had to stand up and walk, which was really hard, and I was hurting so hard. And for somebody to treat you like you're just inhuman, like, it's been happening a lot lately, and it's really hard. It's really testing my, trust in humanity, I don't understand. And anyway, I couldn't drive or anything. I was really in so much freaking pain. It was like a number 9, 10 pain, My knee was throbbing, and you probably, I don't know, not many people saw my short, but my short I did that right after I, made it back to my car, like across the street from the sheets. And I had ordered some food, so they brought it out to my car, thank God. And I was in my car, first night in my car. And so the closest place I could go, and I got in the car and I was trying to call Sheets, no answer. I was trying to text with them, chat with them, because if you go to their corporate page, it asks you to text them. Of course, they don't give the phone numbers out readily, So then I was trying to chat with them, and then they were putting me through to this number, and it just rang and 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 rang. I tried it 3 times. Tried to call that Sheets, no answer there either. Rang and rang and rang. I was hoping a manager would answer, but even though that guy didn't even tell me if there was a manager there. And then my phone died. And then I had to go find Mike and Leah wherever they parked. They parked near this big lake. And the lake is a place where you can like go fishing and stuff. So we parked down there for the night. And I went to them, and they gave me some first aid and some warm blankets and pillows, and I stayed on their couch. And I could not sleep at all, but I was so thankful for them, you know, at that moment. And I just wanted to sleep because I was in agony, you know. So then the next day, I had to drive home to see to get my grandson. And yeah, it was. They were sweet. They're sweet. They're good friends of mine. They're like family to me. Sometimes even better than family, you know, because they just love you for you, you know. And so then I went the next day. I had to take my grandson. My daughter had asked me to take my grandson to the dentist. So, good morning, CyberDoc. How are you, honey? Hope you're doing great. Yeah, they are good friends. And so then after the fall, the next morning I was supposed to take my grandson to the dentist, and I went and picked him up. I left there at 6 in the morning, and I went to pick up my grandson and drove him to the dentist. Well, there's 5 dentists in this one little cube. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves as well, and drop your links if you want, because you've all got the blue wrench. So if you guys want to network, go ahead. I'm just rambling on just to get it out, you know what I mean? But anyway, good morning, Crazy. Nice to see you, dear. Thank you for coming in. So after that, after I fell and everything, there she goes. There's Sapphire's. That's the gal that bought my van. And she's having a grand adventure. So go see her page and make sure that you watch a little bit of, you know, at least 2 minutes of something, and then say hello, say where you came from, and then, you know, give a like and a subscribe. This way it'll stick, you know. Your like will make the your time spent on there, your like, and then when you subscribe it'll stick. So okay, happy networking. And I hope y'all do get together. But anyway, so from there, I took my grandson to the dentist. There were 5 dentists in this one square. It's called Berkshire Commons, actually, 4 of them. And I hobbled into one, and I was already just pulling up at 9 o'clock, which was when he had to be at the dentist. This is a crazy story. It's going to be really funny, okay? There's AJ's link. Everybody go pay him a like and a little watch and subscribe. So I walked in to the dentist, the first dentist. By the time I got in there, because I was in so much pain, this was the day after the morning after the fall, I took a pair of crutches from my daughter's house, and I was not getting around at all. My knee on this side was like this, and my whole leg was swollen. And my hip on this side, I could not stand up straight or put any pressure on either side, so it was really hard. And so by the time I hobbled over to, like, I'm talking from here to that car away, it was 9:15, and I said, oh no, I'm so late, and this isn't the right place. And I asked the receptionist if she would know the names of the other places or be able to call any of them for me, because my grandson was late to his appointment and I couldn't figure out which one it was. Well, she wouldn't even tell me the names of the other places, let alone, you know, try to help me out by whatever. Anyway, whatever with her. Rude, just rude people, you know. Nobody would open the door for me, you know. Sullivan came and opened the door for me. Hey, good morning, Special Ed. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. You can drop your link if you want. Talking about the day after my fall and where I went to take my grandson to the dentist. Okay, so that was one dentist. Then I hobbled over to another dentist. And they're all within the same facility. I was kind of parked in the middle of all of them. It took me an hour to go into 4 different dentists, and the last gal from I forget the name of it. Anyway, she was really kind. She opened the door for me. Um, and she was trying to help me. She was telling me where the other dentists were and what about this one, what about this one, and but no, you don't have one here. Okay, so it was 10 o'clock now. I figured the appointment's long gone, but I figured while I was there I would try to like reschedule or see what I could do. So I didn't give up and I kept going and okay, honey. Okay, try the StreamYards, and if you get to do it, then I can give you a raid so everybody goes over there to your channel. So then what happened, I was like, all right, let's get in the car. And Sullivan was helping me look around. I said, which one is it? Do you remember where you were before? And does anything look familiar? And I drove around, there were no more dentists. So I started driving out, and lo and behold, there was the dentist office. And he said, Lil, there it is, because they call me Lily. So he said, that's the one I've been to before, and it was children's dentist. All right, so I go in there, pull up. I said, Sullivan, run in and tell them what happened. Tell them that you're here for your appointment and we're late, but tell them what happened. And so he finally got up enough courage because all the other previous ones he didn't want to go into by himself. You know, he's like 9. So he goes in there and he tells them what happened. And now I'm making my way to the front door and I cannot open the door. I tried both arms. My neck was so bad I could not open the door. This is so hard. And I'm trying so hard to open this door. So I finally started knocking on the window. And nobody was coming to the door for like, I don't know, another 5 or 7 minutes. And I just stood there and kept knocking, leaning on my crutches. And so finally Sullivan, my grandson, comes back to the door with the nurse and says, the appointment is tomorrow. That's the punchline. But anyway, they were sweet to me, and they told me they were asking the dentist if he would be able to do it today. So he did it. They wound up doing it. I just had to wait 15 more minutes, and they took him that day, and he got everything done, and everything was good. So it all worked out. But just the rudeness of all the receptionists, except for the last 2, I have to say, everybody's just treated me with rudeness here. I don't like it here. This is why I don't like to come back to the New Jersey, Pennsylvania area. People are just ugly and rude here. I don't know. It was a crazy day. It was a crazy, crazy day, crazy. But I really am so thankful for the 2 nurses that helped me. So I'd like to express my thanks here to them. And I don't know their names, but I appreciate you. One was from the children's dentist outside of Berkshire Commons in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Surprise your teeth, chiclets. Have some corn syrup for those cavities. Anyway, so hi. I hope you all are doing great this morning. It's a new day. The sun was orange last night. That means the Canadian fires are really ripping right now. It's supposed to thunderstorm here today. Maybe it'll clear it all out, or maybe it'll hamper all the smoke. I'm not sure. What's it like in your area? Do you have any like wildfires going on in your area? Last summer I was in Oregon and it was like wildfires and smoke everywhere too. So I can't get away from it no matter what coast I'm on. My dear Desert Deb, good morning to you. How are you, honey? Thank you so much. Yes, it did work out crazy. I appreciate that. You're dealing with flooding? Oh, wow. So you're near Richmond, Virginia. Okay. Wow, flooding. So has it been raining? Like when I looked at the weather forecast last week, it was, I think, Wednesday, and then I looked at it and it was supposed to continuously rain every single day until yesterday, and I couldn't see past that. But sure enough, when I woke up this morning, it was drizzling. We did have some sunshine mixed in there, but lots of smoky skies too. So, Streamlab, I don't know, try it, give it a try. Yes, it is a little better here. You can see the skies. It's hard to tell if they're gray from clouds or smoke, but that is definitely clouds this morning. I think some of the smoke has dissipated and moved on in the airwaves and the airstreams overnight. So that's good. Probably pushed it on south. If I can remember from last time's smoke, which was what, 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of smoke from the Canadians too, from Canada. There are wildfires. Oh, where are you, crazy? Where are you? Oh, Huntington Beach. Oh wait, Huntington Beach in California or the Northeast? There's AJ's YouTube, and can we post everybody's links, you guys? Everybody that came in, if you want to post your links, you can. Okay, drop your links. All right. Thank you for the likes. You're so kind. Thank you for being here. Oh, Washington, right on. I will come back. Cyberdog says they were smoking Canadian bacon and things got out of hand. Yeah. Southern California, Orange County, right on. So I am exactly right across from you, just, you know, in Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania, which is East Pennsylvania. Somewhere in the southeast quadrant of Pennsylvania. That's where I am. Nice location, Deb. Okay, well, I'm getting a notification on my phone that says my low power is now turned off and I have sufficient battery power, so that's good. It's charging pretty quickly here. And then I can be on my way. I'm just sitting here with this nasty McDonald's iced coffee with lots of yucky stuff in it. I can't even drink it. But it was worth $1.99 to charge my phone. Oh, wow. 69 at the beach, I'll take that. That sounds like perfect weather. Just a sweatshirt on and putting your feet in the ocean there in Huntington Beach. Doesn't that sound dreamy? That's wonderful. 110 though in the desert, yeah. It's about that time. Sapphire. Illinois, let's see. Illinois, I have to explore there more, but I lived there when I was about 2. I lived in Waukegan, which is north, in the Air Force area of Chicago, North Chicago. The beach, there's the beach. There's Michigan, Lake Michigan, which was my beach when I was a baby. I remember going there as a child, and to Galveston, Texas. Those are the 2 places I lived. As a baby, I was in Texas, Galveston, East Texas. And then as I got a little bit older and I was about 2, good morning, Salmon. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. I was over in, up in just due north pretty much of there was Waukegan, Illinois. So nice to see you all coming in. Thank you so much. Remember to stop by the like button if you happen to go out. Thank you so much. I appreciate the likes and all the comments and all the people that came in to say good morning. Okay, honey. Well, concrete, that is a hard job. You have a great day, AJ. I hope to see you next time. Yeah, I hope so too. Okay, are you gonna stream too, Deb? I can kick you guys off if you're trying to get streaming. You know, if you're trying to live stream, rather. I can kick you guys off. Thank you, my dear AJ. Have a great day, hon. Are you leaving, Sapphire? Thanks for coming in, you guys. Yes, I do have a good signal here today, and I'm not looping around and around for you guys. Oh, that sucks. When somebody calls my phone, I lose the stream. Oh, you'll do that in 6 hours. Okay. Oh, I like to go over to Van Vita on Saturday nights when I can. So I'll probably wind up going there tonight unless I meet up with my son or something. It's hard to get in touch with him because he's always working, and then he's real tired from his work and stuff. So I know he works hard and he just likes to rest and veg out, you know, on his days that he's working. So I'll try to catch up with him this weekend. Oh, right on. Okay. Okay, Sapphire. I want to come down to Virginia. Like, I have a dear, dear friend. He's family to me. It's Maddie, my ex, actually. Matthew. Love you, Matt. I want to come down and see you. And that's in Fredericksburg, Virginia. He's the Fredericksburg's farmer. Blah, 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 blah. That's a tongue twister. Fredericksburg farmer, all one word. It's FXBG farmer on Instagram. If somebody could drop that link for me. He is a grower. So if you're into the 420 thing and you like to see what people use for their organics and materials, making good medicine, you can hit him up. Yes, it's not far from you. So maybe we can connect just to do some 420 and CyberDoc when I come down there. I'll let you know. It'll be in a few weeks. Actually, it might not be till September. I'm thinking of saving gas, but you never know. It might be the end of July. I have some time in the end of July. Next things that are coming up for me. Oh, wow, India. I'm so thankful for you coming in. God bless. It is so nice to have you here in my stream. What time is it in India this morning? I hope to visit. I really hope to visit. I want to ride a camel across in the desert. I heard my friend did that, and I just would love to do that. I think that would be so neat. I also would love to drive a mule with a steering wheel. No, I would love to ride a mule in the desert. Hello, Desert Deb. Did you come back in? Yes, I think that's fabulous. Thank you so much. I'm really thankful for your presence this morning. To make that effort to like go to somebody's stream that's across the country or across the world, the earth. Right on. Well, anyway, let's see. My phone is charging. It's almost charged. Oh, my bad. I'm being silly. Okay. Let's see. So what's next? What's happening? Well, what I've got happening is I still don't have that title, and that guy stopped answering me. So I'm going to have to I'm going to have to go back to Oklahoma. These are my two choices, okay? To get this off my back and have $5,000 loan to pay off, I could leave it in the middle of Reading City with the keys in it and the door open. That would take care of my problem because it's never been traced to me. It's never been mine. It's never been titled to me. I have no ownership of it. It's not mine. I paid for it, but it's not mine legally. So I can't do a thing with it. It's a giant paperweight. So I can't sell it. It's got no title. I don't even want to repair anything on it. which it needs the turn signals and the electricity or something is wonky with it. But that's about it. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. It's a real nice van. I mean, it's a classic. She's beautiful. She's called the Love Boat, but I cannot drive her. Can't drive her. She's not registered. So $5,000 this guy promised me. This is a friend's brother, a nomadic friend's brother. It's not her fault. She was trying to help me out. The guy did help me out. He helped me sell the bus, and I would think, okay, he sent me the money for the bus after he, took the money for me and let the girl test drive it because it was sitting on his lot. He let me keep it at his lot. So that was all blessings, okay? But I thought he would be trustworthy, but he's just not answering, and I don't think he can get the title. I think because I can't get the title either, and I don't know what the source was. Like, where did he get it from? I don't know any of that backstory. Yeah. 3 years. Okay, where do I put it in the meantime? Can't put it in a storage facility because it's not registered. It does have insurance on it. They put insurance on it. They let me insure it. Just never received the title. My other second choice is, well, there's 3 choices. I can go to Vermont as my second choice. I can go to Vermont and pay the taxes, what it's worth according to Vermont. That's not a bad option. Might be a few $100s, It'll take several weeks. It could take up to 15 weeks, I think they were saying. Okay. Then I can get a title from Vermont and then take it to my DMV here in Pennsylvania and register it. Or do I take it somewhere else? But the thing is, where do I take it to? It's not registered. I don't want to take it on the roadway. They will put a temporary title? Okay. Yes, blessings will come. I'm really praying for those blessings. Thank you, Sapphire. The third thing that I can do is take it back to Oklahoma. I found a lady that could remediate the title for me. It's a $500 bill, plus getting back to Oklahoma, which I already spent all my money getting back here to where my family was. And I have some things going on here this summer. I could, if I had a notarized title, I could go to the courts and petition the courts in Oklahoma. So I could go back to Oklahoma, petition the court. If I had a notarized title, I asked the guy that sold it to me to give me a notarized title. He refuses to answer me. So I have called them. Oh, you mean the state police? Oh, I feel like if I go to the state police, they're going to confiscate it because it's not registered and I drove it on the roadway. So it's a catch-22. I have no recourse in Pennsylvania. The vehicle does not belong here. It should never be here. It should never have left Oklahoma, according to everybody I talked to in the Division of Motor Vehicles and the remediating people, title people. Should have never left Oklahoma. So, I've had instances where you don't have the title right away, right? Because like when I sold it to you, Sapphire, when I sold that van to you, I didn't have the title because the title was stuck at where I had the loan, which was my bank. My bank was holding the title until I paid it off. I paid it off right away, but I couldn't get the title released for almost 30 days or something, 20 days, I don't know, some crazy number. So Sapphire got her title and she patiently waited, and I kept her informed of what was going on the whole time. Like when I did get the title or the tracking number Well, actually, they don't have a tracking number from Pennsylvania. When they release the title, they don't have a tracking number, which is absolutely absurd. So you have no idea when it's coming, where it is, or if it's even coming. You know, and then when you call them, they're like, oh, well, you know, it's coming, it's on its way, or it's in the system, or whatever. So there are instances where you don't have the title right away. In this instance, I had to wait to sell the vehicle to have the money to pay off the loan to get the title. So there are legitimate reasons why you don't have the title right away, you know. What state are you in, Crazy? Oh wait, you're in California, right? Or Washington, that's right. Yes, and you know, I try to be straight up with people because who wants to be lied to? I don't. Like, I always try to be straight up with people because I want people to be straight up with me. So, I mean, it's just what you put out in the universe usually comes back to you. Not always. But anyway, that was my thinking. Yeah, it's so weird that they don't track the titles. Like, you would think that's the most important document, one of the most important documents, that they should track that, right? Just like they do your slippers when you buy them on Amazon, or your fly traps or whatever. They get tracking numbers, whatever you buy from Amazon. Not titles. I know, sweetie, I know. But it was, Sapphire, I'm glad that you have that vehicle. It was a wonderful purchase for you. I think you're going to have so much happiness with it, you know. I hope it lasts you for a long, long time of traveling. And she's comfy, but I was ready to stand up in a vehicle, and that's what I set out to do by buying a bus. The bus didn't work out. I sold that, took a loss on it. Bought the van. Now I'm trying to struggle with the title. Now I bought a car. So I'm not sure what this trial and test is, but maybe it's because I trust people too much, and I count on everybody being straight up and doing business with, you know, a little bit of a conscience, you know. That's what I believe in. But I guess not everybody's like that, and I'm finding that out big time right now. You drink a little more of this. Thank you. I'm so glad to know you, Crazy, because if you're straight up and honest, like, that's all we can hope for, right? I know you are, Sapphire. You are like that. You've been always straight up with me and, you know, forthcoming, and you've been there for me too, and that's really sweet of you, because, like, we're just acquaintances, and I hope that we can become friends, because you've been there for me, like, a few times, just reached out to me, and I really, really appreciate that, girl. Really do. You're an awesome human. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, how did that happen, Crazy? Tell me a little bit about that. Well, okay, so that's a good question, Crazy. So this morning I'm going to get the lights fixed on my vehicle. I'm looking for a place to park the van for a while that it can be unregistered for the time being until I get to take off, and I think I'm going to take off in September. These are the things that are coming up. 4th of July this weekend, which, whatever, I don't know. I don't have any plans, and I'm not trying to really go crazy because I'm out of money and stuff. Taking care of everybody else and not me. So taking care of friends like that are stranded in the desert, like my friend Shitara. I love you, Shitara. And you know, a couple other people. But whatever, because what comes around goes around, you know, and I always try to be there for others because I would want somebody to be there for me. I remember one time I was in the hospital and nobody came to visit, and I was so bummed out. It's so hard to heal when nobody remembers, you know, or nobody is there. Just, you know, we all need love, right? He hit a lot of problems. This is the second day driving it. Something pops in the steering wheel and an airbag light is on. Oh, wow. The rear bearings, air conditioner just got a lot of little stuff. It could be, yeah, that I couldn't see test driving it. That's it. That's why I think they have like this 3-day law, 72-hour law or whatever, that you can return it and make good on it. I don't know why that didn't happen with my bus. Yeah, that really can happen. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Are you? Yeah, I guess they do. You live in a party town, like a crazy town, huh? Richmond. The second day, yeah, the second day.
Your Harvards are third place, or
yeah, that's true. Not on. Oh, maybe that's why. Well, I bought mine through a loan, so I did have 3 days that I could cancel the loan. But when I called the bank, the check was cashed already by the bank, so I couldn't. Oh, that's awesome, Sapphire. They wrote on the van. That is so cool. Oh man, I love breweries. I gotta come down. Do you like brews? Do you like craft brews, Cyberdoc? Because I want to come down and have a beer with you. I'll buy you a beer. Oh, block parties too. Wow, that is so cool. I'm a foodie plus a crafty, so I love craft beers, and I love to get a flight from a good brewery. So, yay! Yay, we should do that. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. July 15th is my girl's bachelorette party. Then I have a few doctor's appointments and whatever. August 5th is their wedding. And then I gotta find some time to go down to my sister's in New Jersey. I have to do some pictures and stuff like that, and visit with my niece and my family. And then September 7th is my nephew Randy is getting married. So how exciting. God bless. And then, oh, there's a family reunion in there too. Either the 21st of July or the 11th of September. So I might make both. And then after that, I'm gonna head south. Okay, I'm heading south towards you, Cyberdoc. I'm heading south. I'm gonna stop in DC, well, I'll probably stop in DC, yeah. Then I'll stop in Fredericksburg for the weekend. And then I'll come down and hit you up if you want, you know. We could have a flight and a bowl. How's that sound? And then I could just kind of be on my way right after that and head down to my friend and dear friend, Barbara. She's in Georgia. And maybe hit up Jess down in Georgia. So I hope to come see you guys, Barb and Jess, out in Georgia. And then I can make my way, well, it'll be that way, west towards Oklahoma. And I'm gonna have to be doing this in the van. So it's gonna be unregistered, I'm pretty sure at that time, but we'll see. Hopefully we can pull off a miracle. Oh, you have surgery the 26th. Oh, well, I hope everything goes well with that.
My sister texted on the phone.
As well as churches. You're in the Bible Belt over there, but there's also a lot of... It sounds like a fun town, doesn't it? Crazy. Oh, wow. Well, I'll probably hit you up before your surgery. I would love to smoke by the James River. That is so cool. I love to watch the public vibes too, because, you know, it's just cool. Like, the vibe is cool. Thank you guys for letting me talk to you and for coming into my stream, because I feel so much better just talking to you guys. Thank you for being there for me. Right on. Oh, wow. Ouch. Builds character. It sure does. I can attest to that. It surely does. Wow, we'll have to treat you gently. We won't do any jogging or anything. We'll just sit down and have a beer and a toke. How's that? I've been wanting to meet you for a long time anyway, so just to share that toke and stuff. Yeah, right on. Sapphire, if you're still down that way, I will camp out with you. Or wherever you are, then I will camp out with you. But I'm thinking this is going to be September, like mid-September. And I was planning on going west on the 2 and through Michigan, but maybe what I'll, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to decide. Because I want to see my sister in Texas. But I also want to go up to Michigan and see my friend Dave. I'm not sure if he'll still be there in September anyway. And then head west and spend some time with my son in Montana before it gets cold. Before November, like sometime in October maybe. And then maybe stay for like a couple weeks or something and regroup till I get paid again. And then I would head towards Tonasket in Washington, over by you, crazy. Tonasket is the barter fair, which I love to volunteer there. And there's really cool people and all kinds of music all day, all night, 24/7 for 3 days. It's freaking amazing. But we volunteer for more like 5 days. Okay, great. That sounds good, CyberDoc. We'll shoot for that. And it's kind of tentative, you know, because plans, if you make them some solid plans, a lot of times they fall out. So, oh, the pipeline walk, cool. And I want to see some graffiti too. Yeah, life does happen. So we'll shoot for that and hopefully it'll work out. Let's see. And then from Tonasket, I would love to hit the coast and ride down the coast in November. It should be perfect weather. And hopefully I'll have some people to ride down the coast with. But if not, I'll spend some time in Texas or Montana and we'll see what happens from there. I want to go hit up my friend in Arizona. I might be doing some harvest hosting. You know how a harvest host is when you go to like a farm or a little property that is off-grid usually, and you can stay there and pull some work for a couple hours a day. And like if you even work more than that, you can make money. Oh, when's your birthday in September, Sapphire? It's gonna be awesome. So, oh, howdy do, Bob. Good morning. Nice to see you. I was just talking about my trip, my plans, like tentative plans. I definitely am going to come see Bob too, because he's he's in California. So if I rode down the coast and then I would stop in to see Bob, and he's over near Sacramento, so he's inland a little bit. But then I can just head down to like Arizona and do some harvest hosting for a couple months maybe, and maybe hit back up Slab City for a bit, you know, it depends. So that's the plan. I may have to go to Oklahoma to remedy this van if I cannot get one through Vermont. So in that case, I'd be going south. If I go north, if I go to the northwest, I'll hit you guys up just wherever I am. So, Bob, it's probably so early there, like you're just getting awake and stuff. Bob's having his morning routine. I'm drinking our nasty iced coffee. It tastes so gross, Bob. After like all the good stuff we've been eating, it tastes so gross. It tastes like yucky water, sugar, like sugar and flavor and grossness. Bob and I traveled up to Montana last October, and we took the whole month of October and we traveled from his place near Sacramento, California. We traveled up through Tahoe. We didn't really stop in Tahoe, but we just kept going. We were trying to make time, and we stopped at a couple hot springs along the way in Idaho, and we stopped to visit his mom. And so, hi, Mom, and his family there. I met them, and then from there we went right up to Montana because my Papa Tim passed away, and so we had his funeral. Rest in peace, Papa Tim. Much love to Grandmommy Judy and all the family. In remembering Papa Tim, he was a great man. He was a great man, and he still lives on in all of us. So. There's his brand, Roy Rowland, or the real Robert O'Connor. That's funny. Okay, so it's also my brother's initials, Roddy Ray. Hi, Roddy Ray. I want to get up there and go camping with you. And in the outback, he raises horses and cattle, and he takes people out camping on the cattle, or on the horses rather, and like a bed pack, you know, a tent and stuff like that, and some clothes for the weekend, and some chow and some water. And we go out in the wilderness and go camping on these horses. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, Roddy Ray. And I'm looking forward to spending some time with Grandmommy Judy, and hopefully head down to Texas and spend some time with my sister Rachel. So there's a lot to do, a lot of people to see. I don't think I'm going to be coming back to the East Coast much anymore. There's no place to stay. It's very hard times when I come here. There's lots of love, but there's lots of hard times too, and I just don't want to count on anybody. I'm trying to be self-sufficient, and I don't know if people don't realize that or recognize that or whatever, but thankful for the help that, you know, has been granted. I'm gonna run to you guys. I just want to say how much I thank you for coming in today. It was so nice to see you. I'll talk to you soon. CyberDoc, thanks for coming in. I'll stop by your channels. You guys rock so hard. Thank you, Bob. I am coming home. I'm coming home. It just might take me a while to get there. I have to do something with this vehicle. Right on. Sapphire, my love to you, honey, and have some grand adventures in there. Bob, thanks for coming in. I love you. I will talk to you all later. Happy trails. Much love. Oh yeah, stop by the like button, please. Bless your hearts.